right, what is good, everybody? Welcome to NFT Talk. Let's get right into it. So today is very interesting. Right now, it's November 13th, 2021, about to be 4:30 p.m. PST, and we got a tweet. Before I even say this, Gary Vee. Whenever Gary Vee says something, I think he always delivers, right? And we see that in TikTok, telling people to go on podcasts, um, NFTs with his VFriends project. Of course, none of this is financial advice, but when it comes down to investing or investing your time and energy into certain things, I think you should follow through, in my opinion, right? So, again, previously I laid out what sort of projects I've been looking into. I've only have certain NFTs in Cardano, more specifically Claymates and um, some things on the VV verse because I'm a huge fan of that and I think it's very underrated. But that's not the talk of today. Today is going to be more specific on Gary Vee and what he tweeted out. And this may or may not be a good advice, but I just want to express myself right here and maybe you'll get the gist and maybe you'll buy into it or whatnot. Anyways, look, when Gary Vee looks into something, not something that he's investing in or doing himself, and when he looks at others and what they're doing in their projects, if he says something publicly, then I think oftentimes or not, you should really do your homework and your due diligence to be like, hey, this is probably a good project that I should look into as well, right? And so on his Twitter, he has multiple posts, also on Discord as well. We'll get into that later. But he's been posting about this NFT project called Brain Vomit or it's called Brain Vomit the Garden. I bet the guy who actually made this project um, has multiple NFT collections that he's dropped on OpenSea. But more specifically, this one called Brain Vomit the Garden has been getting a lot of attention in the past, 12 hours, last 6 hours by the time I just discovered it, right? But yeah, I just discovered this because I've been on Gary Vee's feed for, almost every other hour, to be honest with you, to get updates on BeFriends 2 and stuff like that. And he kind of popped up with this, like, hey, I believe in this one guy who's creating this project. Let's try to go to the original tweet. Let's go all the way down. That was 3 hours ago. Just keep in mind that today is 4:31 PST. But let's go all the way down. And he does make a lot of tweets about business and NFTs, more specifically on VFriends, as we just saw there. Okay, cool. So November 12th, nothing regarding the Brain Vomit project. And then if we scroll up to, let's see, okay, 20 hours ago, he had a smiley face of this guy, Steven Rea. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that name right. And he is the founder of the project Brain Vomit, which is an NFT collection right now on OpenSea, right? And he just had a smiley face, and that's about it. And then after that, he's been posting more stuff on the collection of Brain Vomit and which is the founder, which Steven Rea is the founder of, right? So he retweeted this, or just commented on someone just posting about the mint that they just pulled, right? And then he's be like, yo, just putting on more content, hyping it up because listen, he has 2.5 million Twitter followers and a fairly large Discord. Just keep that in mind across any TikTok and all these social media platforms which I haven't checked out, but on Discord and Twitter, he's been very proactive about this project. So literally one tweet that said 17 hours ago, come hang out on the Brain Vomit the Garden Discord, right? And he just keeps posting stuff on VFriends, and then if you scroll up even more, this is really the catch right here. This is what he said. Once again, to a real artist project that is still very well priced. Then he links up the link for the NFT collection, right? He said Steven Rea is a real dude, and these are really cool. One man's point of view. Now, of course, this is his point of view, his perspective. Take that with a grain of salt, but it's Gary Vee, I think, and maybe this is horrible advice. I don't blame you if you think so, but it's very cheap compared to what his actual VFriends are, and right now the floor price is like $38,000, which has gone down a little bit, but after 6 months for the floor price to be $38,000, it's so impressive. I think it's the top 100, top 20 NFT project at the very moment of all time. And again, he just keeps on retweeting and retweeting what people have pulled off, what they've minted around brain vomit. And he's really hyping it up, like really hyping it up. And as of this moment, if we hop on the Discord, um, actually, I don't have it open, but look, if we hop on the Discord of brain vomit, or not in the Discord, actually, as a matter of fact, let's check out the floor price. So right now, the floor price is 0.189 ETH, and that has been going up. Literally an hour and a half ago, it was at 0.15, and it's still going up, right? And that equates to, how much does that equate to? All right, if you're going at the floor price, it's $878 about, right? That's that's a good price, I think. It's still pretty pricey if you ask me, but who knows, right? But then if you go on the Discord, let's see if we can find it. Oh, this is your actual website. It's kind of funny because looks like a 2-year-old drew it, but that's what makes it really unique, I think. And I don't know, I felt like a combination of someone who smoked like marijuana and took a tab or something. But hey, art is art. You gotta express your feelings. You gotta express what you've seen. And I'm not a huge fan of this art. This is my perspective, to be honest with you. But again, for NFTs, it's not just about the art. I think it's about what comes in the back end, the community. And as Gary Vee says, screw the roadmap. It's all about the community and what. Just bet on the person. And if he believes in this person, Steven, then that means a lot, if you ask me, right? So he only has, there's a total of 4,444 um, NFTs in this collection. They're called flowers, right? And so that's very limited compared to the regular 10,000 that you see in some projects, right? So let's hop on the Discord right now, if we can find it. I'm struggling with that. It shouldn't be hard. All right, so if we go to, let's see, their actual Twitter page, right? Let me just type it up. Brain Vomit. Interesting name. Has about 5,000 followers on Twitter. And then let's hop on their Discord. Boom. As of this moment on Discord, they have about 4,500 members. That number should grow by the time you listen to this. And that's because of Gary Vee. He's literally hyping this up. All right, that's really loud, but a lot of people are talking. But I don't know which channel. But yeah, but Gary Vee's also on this channel, is talking a lot. This is exit out of there, but a lot of people are hyping this up. I mean, it just launched the last, I think, 24 hours, 36 hours. But Gary Vee was on Twitter, as I'm showing you right here. He's on Discord, and I don't see why not. Like, here's the thing. I'm not gonna lie. I FOMO'd into this, right? Because I did miss out on VeeFriends, not gonna lie. But I think if you have like a limited amount of risks or a low risk tolerance and you're looking to invest in NFT, I don't know. This is not financial advice, of course, but you got to look into projects that you actually enjoy and that you believe in, or something that you think that would provide a lot of value, right? And the reason why I believe that this would provide a lot of value is because of the growing community that it has. To be honest, I do look at the roadmaps, but then again, you gotta take that with a very, very, very small grain of salt. But primarily, the reason why I believe in this project is because Gary Vee has a huge scope of where everything's going in the NFT space. And if he's saying that, look, this project is something that I think that is good, not me personally, but Gary Vee, then I'm going to be like, hey, let me look into this and let me see if it makes sense, right? Because again, in the next week or two, this can go up, but then again, in NFT world, things can also go down, right? It can crash. Why not? There's so many projects out there. But again, if you're listening to this, look into this project. Look into what Gary Vee is saying and why. Like, why is he talking about this? What makes this thing so special? And this is where I think where we have to do our homework, because he's saying that the standard right now, in the next 10, 20 years, is that everyone's going to integrate an NFT into their business, into their lifestyle, et cetera, et cetera. And so, him being such a pioneer in this, in my opinion, why is he valuing this project so much? So we need to deep dive into it. He said he really believed in the person, Steven, the founder of Brain Vomit. But why? Let's kind of go over that and do our homework. Is it? Of course, we can throw out the word community, but what does it mean exactly? And I don't know much about Steve or Steven, but besides the fact that he's an artist and the founder of multiple collections across in NFT land, right? Um, but that's one thing to look at. So, for example, in this one tweet, the mint price was about zero point 0.1, and as we saw earlier, it's 0.19. So that's literally almost double, or yeah, 0.189. But it's literally almost double than what we've seen on this tweet right here, which was posted on 1 hour ago. That's crazy, if you ask me, especially if you minted that, which I did not. Anyway, that's it for today. Just wanted to throw that out. That's the thing. Actually, I wanted to point out one more thing. This can be, honestly, a lot of fun because things are moving a lot of fast. I mean, things are moving really fast. But I was going to say that a lot of NFTs are being produced and minted really fast as well because, there's so much volume, not only on Ethereum, but Cardano and all these other platforms. And it's really hard to have like a larger bandwidth to understand all these projects and seeing what they're doing, what they mean, why, which ones are valuable, which ones are just poop. It's really difficult to look at that, I think, especially if you're a beginner. Um, I've been in this for 6 months. I'm definitely a beginner, so take whatever I say with a grain of salt. Obviously, listen to the people who have been there, done that, who are making their own projects, such as Gary Vee. But I'm just sort of reporting as to what is going on right now and just commenting on why is this happening. Trying to get a better understanding why this is happening. So, anyways, I'm going to OpenSea right now. In the past 24 hours, this is something that I should have mentioned much earlier. But in the past 24 hours, Brain Vomit. Let's see, no. Okay, yeah. In the past 24 hours, Brain Vomit is ranked 78 in terms of volume, right? So in the past, what that means is that in the past 24 hours, in the last day or so, on this day, 187 Ethereum has been traded from Brain Vomit's garden. Let's kind of refresh this because that's kind of old. Let's see if it actually went up. So Brain, let's go to the past, not 7 days, but past 24 hours because it just got minted. And then now it's number 12. Actually, what's it, number 70? Yeah, now it's number 12. The floor price, 0.18. Again, there's only 4.4 or 4,444 items and only about half of them. That means that for every person for every NFT, oh my God, that's crazy actually. There's only 2.2 owners. So that means like on average, one person has 2 of these Brain Vomit gardens. And that's probably because they minted so many in the very beginning, right? Actually, a lot of projects have that. It's kind of a funny, cool trend where there's like 10,000 items, 4.3 thousand owners, 9.6 thousand items, 4.9 thousand owners. That's for Bored Ape Kennel Club. Never heard of that, to be honest. But anyway, yeah. So let's kind of keep track on this project to see what goes on, and maybe let's see if Gary Vee actually does something even with VeeFriends. Maybe there's a collaboration or a PLP. We'll see. But anyway, thank you so much for being here, and until next time.